You guys know I've been on keto for over a year and I have never cheated on keto. So in last week's video, I shared with you guys my 10 tips on how I never cheat on keto. So those tips are more related to like a paradigm shift, like my mental self-talk. In today's video, I'm gonna share with you guys 7 practical tips, actionable tips that you guys can take so you can start losing weight today. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Damaris, also known as OhSheKnowsKeto, and here is where I document my keto weight loss journey and give you guys my tips, tricks, and secrets to my weight loss success thus far. So if you're into that sort of thing, make sure you subscribe to this channel to get more videos like this. As I just mentioned, last week's video was more of, self-talk, mental mind shift, and in today's video is going to be more actionable steps that you can take. I would suggest watching last week's video first and then coming back to this one. I will link it right here and also down below, but if you guys are too lazy and don't want to support my channel, I will give you a quick summary. The 3 main points from last video was basically understand that keto is not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. Research the ins and outs of keto, how it affects your body, and like what would happen to your body if you were to cheat and stuff like that. And my third important takeaway from last week's video, find something that motivates you. And in my case, it was looking up hashtag keto transformation. By the way, I do have a transformation video on this channel. You can also use me as your motivation by subscribing or follow me on Instagram. But overall, find someone or an Instagram account that constantly does weight loss pictures so it will motivate you, and make sure you read their stories because that was my motivation factor, to see people's perspective on this diet. So without further ado, let's get straight into the tips. So the first actionable tip is listen to your body. And I know that sounds kind of like, this is why I gave you a view and this is why I'm clicking on your channel, but seriously guys, listen to your body, because a lot of the time you're doing or eating certain things because it's a habit. So what I like to do is I like to this is gonna sound crazy, but before I eat something, like I really ask myself, girl, self, are you hungry? Or you just know you usually eat at 12 o'clock? Because more likely than not, you are eating out of habit. And especially if you're overweight, especially if you're obese like I was. Most times we eat out of habit, not because we are hungry. So all I'm trying to say is please listen to your body and really evaluate the emotions. Also, I say listen to your body because if you are adopting a ketogenic lifestyle, over the course of time, you are naturally not going to be hungry. So if you're just used to eating at 12 o'clock and you're gonna always continue to eat at 12 o'clock, I just think listening to your body will set you up for success. Stop eating out of habit, guys. So if you are a subscriber of mine, I'm sorry, because I say this probably in almost every tip video because you guys don't understand how important this is. But the second tip is to drink more water. Sorry guys, I know you heard it all before and you probably know the reason, but you should drink more water because a lot of the time,
spoiler, this has a lot to do with the last tip.
A lot of the times you think you are hungry, but you are really dehydrated. Our bodies confuse being hydrated versus hungry. So one, by drinking more water, you most likely will feel those hunger pains when you are hungry. But if you are not hydrated, because you don't like drinking water, whatever, that's a whole nother video. The way I listen to my body, in an event I may have not drank adequate amount of water for the day, I literally will sit there just like this. And I'm in my head like, am I hungry here or am I hungry here? So if you go, I think I just want something in my mouth, or I'm hungry here and I really don't feel growl or empty stomach, then I know I'm thirsty. But if I feel growl and here, then you're thirsty and hungry. So basically just evaluate yourself. So after you eat, you know how it feels to be satiated. If you are hungry, know your hunger cues. Maybe you get a little snappy, maybe your stomach growls. But if your lips are crusty and your mouth is dried, or if you just feel like you want to put something in your mouth, most likely you're dehydrated. And the second reason why you should drink water, it keeps you full. It helps you stay full for longer. So for me, what I would do is after I eat, I would drink water. Not only to stay hydrated, because it kind of amplifies whatever I just ate and it makes me feel fuller.
And tip.
Say you ate a meal and you peed. I don't know why I just did that. And you peed. Make sure you drink more water, because most likely you just peed out some water. Well, not most likely, like you definitely just peed out some water, but just make sure you keep replenishing after you urinate. I feel like that's what helps me stay hydrated and keeps me full, feeling full. Let's say feeling full, because those are empty calories. But you should be eating. I'm not saying starve yourself and just drink 100,000 gallons of water. That's so unhealthy. I would suggest aiming for a gallon of water a day. So the third tip is eat more fat, first of all, you should be eating fat if you are on the keto diet. Well, like a lot of people, from my opinion, struggle with eating fat. The easiest way is just to add oils to your food, but eat high fat because those calories are more dense. It takes your body longer to break those down. So eating high fat will make you not only feel amazing because your body is running on fat, so it'll give you more energy, you'll have more mental clarity, but it also helps you feel full longer. And if you notice, these tips on not cheating is to help you feel full, at least the last two, is because if you are hungry, like, you're gonna be more susceptible to grabbing something that you shouldn't be eating. If you're feeling full and fulfilled, you're gonna be less likely to reach for a bagel, just saying. So let's review. 1, listen to your body. 2, drink plenty of water to stay full. 3 is to eat high fat because it's gonna make you feel nice and juicy, and it's gonna keep you full for longer. You'll be able to go longer in between meals. And my 4th tip to help you not cheat on keto, I think it's pretty important. Do not worry about the calories. Now, when I coach my clients, obviously I want them to track their food, clearly. But I don't want them to, 1, get discouraged, 2, beat themselves up, will lead to them getting discouraged. I want them to track, especially in the beginning, I want them to track because you need to know how many carbs you're eating, you're consuming. There's no way you're gonna know 100% if you don't track your food. But if you are going over your protein and your fat and your calories, but you are under your carbs, I think that should be your first primary focus, eating low carb. Because if you consistently being the key word, in ketosis, sorry, I got aggressive. If you're consistently in ketosis, you're naturally going to eat less meals a day. You are gonna naturally not be hungry. You're gonna naturally go longer in between meals because those are the benefits across the board for people on the ketogenic diet. Now, if you're like watching this video like,
Damaris, you have no idea what you're talking about. I've been on keto 3 months and I'm still hungry and I'm still craving all my chocolate and my cake.
I'm telling you guys right now, if you've been on keto for a while and you're still craving all this stuff, you may be eating too many carbs. You could DM me, comment, we can try to come to a solution. I can try to help you, but I'm telling you right now, if you are on strict keto and you're eating under 20 grams of carbs, you are going to reap the benefits probably within the first 2 to 3 weeks mainly, and then it just becomes better and better as the time goes on. Just a quick snippet, when I started keto, well, before keto I was eating like 3 meals a day and 3 snacks. I didn't wake up one morning and change my whole life. That did not happen. Maybe I'll make a video more in depth on how I adapted the keto lifestyle, but I use the same format when I coach my clients currently. So what I did was, when I first started keto, I didn't track all my food. Well, I tracked all my food, but I didn't focus on the calories. I focused on eating less than 20 grams of carbs. I was eating 3 meals, 3 snacks a day, just like I normally did. And over time, like, this is my testimony, guys. Over time, I naturally started intermittent fast. I naturally didn't want to eat in the morning. I naturally wanted water. Like, everything kind of naturally happens because tip number 1, I listened to my body. I didn't eat out of habit. I listened to my body when I realized, hey, it's time to eat a snack. I'm not even hungry. I'm still full from my bacon and eggs this morning. Tip number 6 is probably one of my favorite tips. I don't know if I said this for every tip because technically all these tips are my favorite tips. But if you guys have one takeaway from this video, is to prepare. Prepare, prepare, prepare. I think I actually said this in another video. So basically, you have to pre-plan your meals. Well, actually, side note, before we even get into that, I do think you should keep your meals relatively similar daily. So I pretty much eat the same breakfast every morning. Well, not breakfast, technically it's lunch. My first meal, I call it first meal. I feel like I have to be politically correct when it comes to you guys. But my first meal usually is bacon and eggs, and I'll eat it in different variations. So like I said in 100 videos before, I feel like if you're my subscriber, I'm sorry that I may be repeating myself, but I'm assuming you guys are new. So I'll eat it scrambled, I'll eat it boiled, I'll eat it fried, I'll eat it with butter, I'll eat it with oil. You get my drift. So basically, keep it simple. And same thing with my dinner. I usually have some type of vegetable with chicken, or maybe like a turkey burger and some type of vegetable, maybe no vegetable, maybe meat and some mayonnaise and some oil. Again, do what you like. I keep my meals very simple and I keep it very similar because it just makes it easier. Who got time to sit here and do lavish meals all the time? I do once in a while. Anyway, my tip is to pre-plan your meals. So that means the night before or the morning of, you should definitely at least put your meals in your app. whatever app you're using. If you are starting keto, I recommend Carb Manager. If you are a little more advanced in the tracking world, I recommend MyFitnessPal. That's what I personally use now, but I do go back and forth to Carb Manager so I can questions my clients may have about the app, because that's what I recommend. But you definitely should be pre-planning meals. So that's just overall pre-plan meals. Now on a daily basis, you should be putting the food in your app before you eat. And the reason why that is important is because if you already pre-planned your day, and of course, right, if you happen to go out or you happen to want something else, you can adjust it, but it gives you kind of a plan, so you're less likely to cheat. Like for instance, it happens to me, sometimes I pre-plan my day because I know what I want to eat because I have my favorite meals. Then I may want a pack of seeds and I'm like, ooh, I already had too much protein, and I'll add the protein in and know I'll go over, or I may add it in and take out maybe some chicken from dinner or whatever I'm overdoing. So that's like on a daily basis, but on a larger scale, you should pre-plan according to your schedule. So if you have a long or busy work week, you know that's coming, or it's all the time it's busy, or if you're going to the party, if you're going to an amusement park, if you're going on vacation, or if you're just a busy stay-at-home mom like me. So either meal prep or have a go-to plan. For example, when I go to amusement parks, I usually bring my food and I keep it in the trunk, or I have ideas where I know that I can get X, Y, and Z. Or if I'm going to a party and I know the person who's throwing it, I'll ask details. In an event I don't know the person, I'll eat beforehand. Or if you have a busy work week, maybe, and you work by a Target, maybe have ideas of snacks or meals you can buy at Target. I have a video of like quick snack ideas that you can buy at any drugstore. I live in New York City, so we have drugstores everywhere. If you don't have a drugstore, it can relate to Target and stuff like that too, or a supermarket. But my point is always have a plan. I know this may seem like I'm everywhere at the moment, but the underlying theme is have a plan. So pre-plan on a daily basis and have an overall plan for your busy work weeks, and always have go-to meals in an event of you going to an event or whatever. I hope I just didn't confuse you. If I confuse you, let me know down below. I will thoroughly explain better. But please guys, this is my most important plan. That's why it took 25 minutes just to explain that part. But please, always have a plan. Because if you don't have a plan, you have a plan to fail. So my next tip is to find keto alternatives. And I'm a little on the fence about this tip, so I'll let you guys use your judgment. But finding keto alternatives, meaning like instead of pasta, you use zucchini noodles. You can make keto pancakes, keto pizza, keto mozzarella sticks, keto fried chicken. There's just a bunch of keto alternatives. Literally, if there's anything that you want to eat that's unhealthy, there's probably a keto alternative on the internet. Just find alternatives. So whatever your thing is, just find something to replace it. You can even make keto Reese's peanut butter cups. So now the reason I do recommend that, like I make keto pizza, keto bread, I made keto mozzarella sticks, keto fried chicken, keto chicken cutlet. But the thing is, I try not to make keto like sweet treats because that's my weakness. Like I never try keto pancakes, keto cupcakes, keto cake. The only reason why is because I don't feel like I'm strong enough. I feel like if I get used to eating that like on an everyday in my keto life, if I'm ever in an environment where they have a cupcake or a pancake, I'll be more susceptible to cheat. That's just the way I think about it. However, if you're that person, if you're like this close to grabbing that Snicker bar, I would prefer you to go into the other aisle and buy a keto-friendly Atkins bar or something like that. Again, I don't recommend it, but if you're on that ledge that you're about to jump off, do something and do something fast. So I have this one friend, she was amazing with the keto recipe. She found keto oatmeal, she found keto mashed potatoes, she found, well, it's like cauliflower mashed potatoes, cauliflower oatmeal. She also found, she was just finding mad stuff. So my point is, it's out there. And if you ever try a recipe and it's disgusting, try again, try a different recipe. Put in stuff that you like. Like if you know you need cream cheese in a recipe, add a little more cream cheese. If you know you love the taste of cream cheese, just fiddle around with it. Just try to find alternatives, because again, as I mentioned in my last video, the first part of this is a lifestyle. So you have to find ways to manage and be able to coexist with people that don't eat keto, which is most people. And my last tip. Oh my god, guys, I've been talking to you with my hair like this. So my last tip, I'm a little iffy about it. It's exogenous ketones, and the only reason why I want to tell you guys, because I want you guys to know that there's something like this out there. So in an event that you do cheat or you overconsume carbs, which I'm not condoning, but I'm saying for whatever reason in an event you do, just know exogenous ketones are out there. So it's basically when our body makes it, it's called androgenous. Our body makes it itself. And then they have exogenous, which is made outside of the body. So basically exogenous ketones does the same thing like endogenous ketones, but it comes from an external source. So the only reason why I recommend that, so if you are over consuming carbs, you can technically consume exogenous ketones and you won't feel like you're out of it. Now don't get it twisted, this doesn't help your body make ketones, because that's what you want. You want your body to make it and utilize it. That's your ideal situation, but in an event you do mess up, exogenous ketone will kind of keep you feeling that same keto-licious. You know what I mean? That makes sense? So again, do not abuse it. I tried it. I didn't like it. Well, first of all, it tastes nasty. Second of all, it's very expensive. And thirdly, I don't feel like it had an effect on me, probably because I already was in ketosis and been in ketosis for 100 years. But it's out there, it exists. So please do not cheat. But in an event you do, you can use that and it will keep you feeling juicy as keto makes you feel. So those are my 7 practical, actionable tips that helped me stay consistently in ketosis and never cheated. And when I say I never cheated, I don't even have the intention to. I don't even want to. Like, I'm just out here living my keto best life. And I want you guys to live your keto best life as well. And how you can do so is make sure you subscribe to this channel, because I give you guys my tips, tricks, and secrets to my keto weight loss thus far. And so thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.